How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel. What's up? Anyway, so a little known company called Facebook just released something pretty interesting. It doesn't officially release yet. It comes out sometime in 2020 and it is called Libra. What is Libra? Yes, it's a zodiac sign and it's also the name of Facebook's newest cryptocurrency. Yes, the newest cryptocurrency because everybody's got one these days and Facebook is throwing their hat into the ring. Now let's talk about it a little bit. So what makes Libra different than Bitcoin? That's like the first question that's going to come up, right? What's the difference? There's a few differences. We're going to get into that. But first, let me explain Libra just a little bit. And then we're going to go over pros, cons, everything, competition, how it works, all that stuff. So strap in, get your seatbelts on, get your popcorn, get everything out, get it ready. I don't know, adjust your seat, lean it back, lean it forward, however you like it. And let's get into this. So basically, you're going to put your money into it like anything else. You put your money in and you're going to get these things called Libras, all right? And you're going to be able to do whatever you want with them. You can pretty much use them at grocery stores, wherever else. They haven't said everywhere, but quite a few things. Businesses will give incentives apparently, but we're going to have to wait and see. Anyways, some of the things you can use it through WhatsApp, Messenger. You can send money, buy stuff, donate, I don't know, do whatever. And it's going to be with basically zero fees is what they said. Okay, so it sounds like there's going to be a little bit of a fee. Now Facebook has its own wallet and it's called Calibra. Okay, I hope I'm saying that right. And what it is it's Facebook's version of a wallet. So that's what Facebook's calling it. Now another thing is right now there are 28 members. Okay, so 28 founding members that have at least $10 million invested. Some of them include Visa, Uber, Lyft, among others. And if you're worried about Facebook fully controlling everything, don't worry, they only get one single vote, okay? That's kind of the reason they did this. And don't worry, Mark Zuckerberg's not going to be able to control everything and turn out to some like Lex Luthor, even though Jesse Eisenberg played him in The Social Network and he played Lex Luthor. They might be onto something here. Also, apparently your public identity will not be tied to Libra, so it's apparently super safe. I don't know. I'm a little worried about that one, I guess, but apparently it's super safe, anonymous, and you're good to go. Basically, Facebook said they're not trying to squeeze every single dollar out of this thing. One of their main goals is people are just going to use their platform more. Therefore, them having Libra and using another form of payment or something on their website can drive traffic to a website like Facebook, Messenger, Instagram, WhatsApp, and then they can make money running ads. That sounds like their main purpose with this. It's just another thing they have in their tool belt, another weapon to use per se. So them having this, they hope will drive traffic, and I'm sure it will. So them driving traffic may inspire people to get more ads, okay? So therefore they make money again, all right? So it's just a vicious cycle of Facebook pocketing millions and billions of dollars, all right? Capitalism at its finest. Another thing Facebook is trying to accomplish with this is, believe it or not, 1.7 billion people do not have a bank account. Pretty staggering. I don't know if they're counting babies or that's just like the whole population in general, but that's almost a third of the world does not have a bank account. Pretty staggering, at least to me it is. Now, with this, they're hoping it's like a credit card in a sense that you can buy stuff online like a credit card, but without the transaction fees and needing a bank. All you need is this Libra, right? All you need is Libra and not everything else. So that's pretty handy, and that's one of Facebook's main goals. Now, a competitor like Google can come along, and if they're tracking everything you buy, well, then they're going to know what Facebook's marketing is doing. A big issue with cryptocurrency is Bitcoin is very volatile. Among other cryptocurrencies like Ethereum, Litecoin, they're all very volatile. Therefore, most businesses do not want to accept them. And I completely understand. If I was a business, I'm not sure I would want to accept Bitcoin when it is at $20,000 a piece. As of right now, it has climbed back up to about $9,000. And this is off of its low of about $3,000 just a few months ago and off of its high of $20,000 just over a year ago. Pretty big swings to me, at least in my opinion. So Facebook is trying for that not to happen. They don't want Libra to be all over the place. They're trying to make it more like the dollar. That's how I would want you to think about Libra. Facebook is trying to make this into just another word for the dollar. The dollar does trade, but it doesn't trade crazy. It's pretty much always the same. It's not like one day you're going to go to the store and you're going to be able to buy 2 apples, the next day 20, and the next day none. It's not like that, okay? Bitcoin is like that. One day on Bitcoin, you might be able to buy a car. The next day on Bitcoin, you might be able to buy clothes. The next day on Bitcoin, you might be able to buy a bus pass. It's kind of crazy, right? So that's what they're trying not to do, is they're trying to just make it very regulated and make it very simple without the big swings that Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies currently go through. Another big positive for Libra is sending money abroad. This is a big issue that people have, is if you send money abroad, it could cost up to 7% transaction fee. That's a lot of money. If you send $1,000, you're going to lose $70, just like that. Now that sucks. Facebook's trying to eliminate that, preferably make it low cost or no cost so that you can send money wherever around the world basically for free. Great. So if you're working in another country, you can send money back home without paying high fees. That would make this very handy to use instead of going to Western Union or one of those places that charge a lot of money. Now there's a little snapshot here of all the companies that's involved in Libra. As you can see, it's quite the list, and it ranges from people you may not even expect, like eBay, Spotify, PayPal, MasterCard, among many others. Now Facebook says it hopes to reach 100 members. As of right now, they currently have 28. All you have to do is meet the requirements. There's a few requirements, doesn't really matter. You need at least $10 million, among other things. Now, it's open to anybody. Even direct competitors can go in on this, like Google or anybody else. Apple, doesn't matter who. Netflix, it really doesn't matter. As long as you meet the requirements, it's open to everybody. Facebook will not be managing this. It's going to be managed by a company based out of Switzerland. Cool, right? They got chocolate and crypto. Sweet. Now, how much is Libra going to start at? That's a good question. They say they hope they can get it about dollar for dollar cost. Therefore, $1 American will be equal to 1 Libra or £1 or $1 Canadian or whatever is kind of 1 for 1 is what they're trying to do. Therefore, if you go to the store and you want to buy a carton of eggs and it's $3, it's going to cost 3 Libras, hopefully. That's their plan, so it's super simple. It's not like 1 Bitcoin where it's like 10 grand or 5 cents, right? They're trying to keep it as stable as possible and as closely resembling the dollar as possible. Another interesting thing is, how is it, say, minted? Now, when you give in $1, apparently that dollar is made, and if you cash out that dollar is destroyed, is the simplest terms I can put it in. They said it way more complex, but the simplest terms is every time you put in $1, it makes $1. Every time you take out $1, that dollar is destroyed, keeping it 100% the same, all right? As in, not like there's an influx or too much or too little. It's always the same. Either you have your money in the Libra or you have your money in cash. Now, how are they going to make money along with all their investors? Basically, when you put in that initial $10 million as an investor, you're going to get investment tokens that you're going to then keep, all right? So if the app then takes off, keep in mind, you're going to have to pay everything. So you're going to have to pay all the storage fees for the coins, advertising, whatever else they're going to spend, making it, storing it, whatever they're going to have to spend, the security. Then after, if it takes off, any transaction costs they get go into a dividend fund. So when they have extra money, if this really takes off, that $10 million can balloon into an astronomical value. Then they can then get paid back the money that they invested and then some. Imagining they keep their initial investment, which I believe you have to. They didn't specifically say that. At least I didn't catch that part. It sounds like your 10 million has to stay invested. And if they make any profit, that's the money you get back. But your 10 million stays invested for them to, I don't know, maintain costs and all that other stuff. Now, how fast is Libra? Now, if you don't know, this might shock you. Bitcoin, for example, how many transactions do you think Bitcoin can do in 1 single second? Yes, 1 second. Now, you may think, I don't know, 1, 10 million, I don't know. It can do Seven transactions per second. That doesn't seem like a lot to me. That seems rather low. Ethereum, which is substantially less than Bitcoin, but can do double the transactions at 15. More than double, really. Slightly more than double. Now, how many can Libra do? Believe it or not, it can do 1,000 transactions per second. That's more than 100 times Bitcoin. Youch. Wow. And how much is it valued at again? So as of right now, it says their transactions are going to cost 1 cent, which they're calling a gas fee. As in, that's the fee to do all this cryptoing stuff and the blockchain and whatnot. There's a lot of technical stuff here that I don't fully understand, as that's not my specialty, I'll be honest. But it costs 1 cent per transaction, which I think is really cheap. 1 cent, I mean, you could do 100 transactions for $1. That seems pretty reasonable. That's pretty much all the details on Libra. It launches in the first half of 2020, so keep an eye out for that, even though I'm sure tons of news will drop before then, and Facebook will find a way to remind you. Another thing is you can sign up to be a tester. You can sign up to catch bugs, and they'll pay you for it. Super cool. You can sign up to do security. You can sign up to develop apps through them. If you have a business or something like that, you can do that. So you can set up your business with the payment to help you out and all that stuff. A few other things you can do pretty much just to get ready for when this launches. My personal take on this is it's pretty cool. I don't think it's like going to be the world's biggest crypto or anything like that, although I think it's a neat idea. The one thing that I think it will be useful for is I think it will be useful for sending money abroad. Buying stuff in between the Facebook stuff, I don't think is that big. There is companies like PayPal out there, which is kind of ironic that PayPal is invested in this. Kind of interesting. They're kind of a direct competitor to them. But I guess this way they have a say in what Facebook does. And if Facebook makes money, at least they can make money off of it as well. And I guess why not? If they can work together and both make money, there's room for more than one cryptocurrency in the market. As Bitcoin has proven, Bitcoin isn't the only cryptocurrency. There's a ton of them. Well, some of them are still around. Some of them are totally gone. Say like, I don't know, Bunny Token and all those other weird ones that you'd get advertisements for. But anyways, I think there will be space for a few cryptocurrencies, and I think Facebook will be one of them. Just because of all the backers they're going to have. They're going to be some big names that are going to put a lot of money into this. So the chances of this failing, I'd say, are pretty slim. And when you have a company like Facebook that is all over social media, I mean, Facebook, Instagram, they want to use it through WhatsApp, Messenger. Those are apps that have billions of users. So the chances of people using this, I'd say, are pretty high. Even if just 1% of people use it, out of 2 billion, that's like 20 million, if my math's correct, and I'm pretty sure it is. It's only 50% wrong. I don't know, that didn't make sense. Anyways, let me know what you think about Libra. Do you like Libra? Is it your zodiac sign? Did you watch the movie Zodiac? I don't know. Anyways, comment down below what you think about Libra, and if you did enjoy this video, always remember to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and turn on that bell notification. Thank you for watching, and until next time, have an amazing, beautiful, life-changing, one-of-a-kind day, and I'll see you beautiful people next time.